Hey everyone, welcome to Coffee Chat with ColorID. I'm your host, Mark Degan. Coffee Chat is an informative video series where we ask questions to our very own ColorID experts. And today's guest is Executive Vice President and co-owner of ColorID, Danny Smith. Let's jump in. We recently launched the largest promotion in company history called Break the Cycle. Could you help explain the genesis of this promotion?
Yeah. Hey, Mark. Thanks. And let me just first off just thank you for having me on, and just congratulate you for this coffee chat series. We've had just a tremendous response to it. I was at an ISC conference last week, and I had a number of people come up to me explaining that they'd watched it and how well it had been done. So,
Wow,
tip
thank
tip
you.
of the hat. Yeah, tip of the hat to you.
Cheers, a
Yep.
little coffee here.
Yeah, and I brought my coffee. So,
There we
well,
go. We're prepared.
yeah. Let me just tell you a little bit about Break the Cycle. We're really excited about this promotion. It's a historic promotion for ColorID. But really, when we looked at the time where we are in our space and time in the industry, and our customer partners face so many hurdles and potential pitfalls, like navigating what we call the waters of technology migrations. And ColorID has been doing this for 22 years, and we're really fortunate that we've been able to build a trust with our customer partners, and helping them find the right pathway that's unique to their institutions, their companies, or whatever they may be. But we've been talking about open connectivity and migration pathways for modernized and truly connected ecosystems. And this is a perfect timing in the industry to do such a promotion because, like I said, historically we've never done this, but really, when you look at mainstream products like ID Works going to end of life, and others. Right now the end user customer partners really have to understand that now is the time to pause and look at where they are and what they can do differently. That's kind of what we're saying with Break the Cycle. It's let's look around and say, where are we, and where do we want to go? And right now there's a lot of opportunity. We try to help reduce the hurdles for customers that want to move to this new generation of identity management and secure issuance. And typically there's a lot of cloud-based solutions, a lot of hybrid, and still on-prem solutions. But right now there's just a lot of decisions that you need to make. And one thing I try to impress on people is that we see the customer engagement side a lot of times for our account managers, but with ColorID, we have a whole back end system of our engineering department, our product management team that are constantly working to help the customers and engage with the customers to help them through this process. And so we're already engaged with customers and helping them migrate to these cloud-based type solutions and secure issuance products, uh, utilizing our product management and our engineering teams. And so what we wanted to do is come up with a promotion that would go hand in hand and help people kind of ease the pain to move to these more modern technologies. And lastly, what we do is we work with a global portfolio of products, really global organizations that are best in class manufacturing and software companies. Like HID Global and their HID Fargo Connect solution, Card Exchange, we can see Identity, Cloud Card, and there's a whole list of them. So I don't want to leave anybody off, but there's all sorts of opportunity right now for migration to technology. We just felt that Break the Cycle would help universities and hospitals and other businesses in their migration.
Right. Absolutely. It is a pain point for a lot of end users whenever they're doing those big, large scale migrations. Not only is it a lot of, monetary resources, but it's a lot of legwork on the staff and everything. And the one thing that you pointed out was, ColorID having the ability to run those professional services that, a lot of other folks, don't have. And that's one thing that, I think we really truly excel in is like you said, our guys in the back, the tech guys, the product management, that's a huge component that really helps those end users get from those old, end of life products and everything to the latest and greatest.
Yeah.
Um, most promotions I see, in the industry are, after you read the fine print and everything, it always seems to benefit those really massive institutions. Um, you know, how is break the cycle? I mean, how's that different?
Yeah, that's a really good point. Everybody wants to everybody thinks big when it comes to products and product launches and stuff. And with our customer base, so we have literally tens of thousands of customers across all sorts of vertical markets, and everything from small businesses to some of the largest companies in the world. Global institutions that have distributed locations, and from pretty much every continent on the planet. But that's with this promotion, we looked at it to say, let's make it something for everybody. Everybody gets a seat at the table. There's value for everyone, whether you were using a one ID printer and you're only making 500 uh, cards or credentials per year, or if you're doing 500,000. It's a really significant program that's very diversified and has a lot of flexibility. So I think there's a lot
Mhm.
of value there for everybody.
Awesome. That's good to hear. And in reviewing, a lot of the marketing collateral that we've created, it is a whole list of things that, ways that folks can save. I'm curious to know, for you, which items are you most excited about, or that makes
Mm.
it such a groundbreaking promotion?
Well, I would say one of the most interesting things, I've never even seen anything like this before, but there's a satisfaction guarantee, in particular with the HID Fargo Connect solution. When we work with the HID Fargo, and we have to remember we went all the way back to it was concept when we got involved with this HID Fargo Connect remote card solution. And so we've been involved in this for a number of years, and as I was saying earlier, from concept all the way through implementation, and we have a lot of institutions right now that are using this solution. But what's really fascinating is with about 50, I think we're up to about 50 as far as deployments of the solution. We've never had one institution, one company, one healthcare facility, one higher education institution ever cancel. They renew it, they like it, it works. It actually provides a significant value in the process of issuing, and in particular during the pandemic, the remote application part of it was able to be able to help accommodate a lot of the pain points that institutions were suffering at that time. But it's a satisfaction guarantee that HID has come out with that says that after 6 months, if you're not happy with the actual software solution, that you can just turn it back in and they'll give you 100% refund. I've
Wow.
never seen anything like that before. It's actually
No.
crazy. And I would have to say, is I was in a meeting one time, and I think Mark, you were in the one that was in the meeting, and you're the actual person that came up with this
So it comes
proposal
back.
for HID. So yeah, I tip the hat to you again. So, but
Well,
that's how confident they are in the solution. That's what I meant. Really, it's not a sales gimmick. It's like
yeah.
once people start using it, and institutions start using it, they realize how valuable it is.
Definitely. And the one nice thing I really, think some of my customers enjoy with Faro Connect is that you kind of touched on this earlier. They have a seat at the table in regards to the R&D side of things too, because every campus that we work with, they have a unique ecosystem, and the way that they do something is going to be different from the way that somebody else does it. And you know, you have the ability with ColorID and HID to sit at that same table and say, hey guys, this is great, but this is still, not 100% for me. And you have a voice and you get to be part of the R&D so that you make the platform better over time. And we can make those adjustments and build it so that it's a better product so that the next generation of folks that onboard to Fargo Connect or, Card Exchange Cloud Suite, it's really is custom tailored. That's a really powerful thing, because a lot of times when you're running, ID software or whatever, it is what it is. You pull it out of the box, that's it. There's no custom development possible, or it's going to cost you a pretty penny.
Yeah.
So
No, I would
that's huge.
agree. And some of the other things that about the break the cycle I think that are really interesting is that, one is the template design. So Color ID is going to provide a service to be able to transfer any templates. Let's say you're using ID Works and you have 50 templates that you've been storing of, from a variety of different card that you produce in the past. Well, we're going to help you transfer all those solutions as part of that managed services. And just another couple other features that Break the Cycle has is that it has historically high trade-in allowances for existing infrastructure, printers that you may have, hardware, uh, and then every printer that comes with a startup kit so they're throwing in we're throwing in the ID ribbons and
Mhm.
all sorts of other items that are value added. So yeah, I definitely tell people to take a look at it, talk to their account manager because it's really really a significant promotion and it's you know I think you'll find a lot of value in it. I mean,
Outstanding.
yeah, I'm really happy
Um,
with it.
So obviously, here we're at the end of the month of March, and we're going into April. We're excited to get back out in front of folks. NACU conference is right around the corner. We get to see some folks there, and then in May we have our healthcare vertical going to the IAHSS show. It's a mouthful.
Yeah,
So we're excited to go out there. We're going to be promoting Break the Cycle. Swing by our booths, say hi. That's going to
absolutely.
be a good one.
That was just like I said last week at ISC, and it was so nice seeing everybody and
Yeah,
having kind of a normal conference is a good thing. So
that's
I
it.
look
That's
forward to
it.
seeing everybody at all these conferences and welcome back everyone. And
Absolutely. Thanks so
thank you
much
for
for the
having me,
time
Mark.
today.
And
All
yeah,
right.
thanks for having me.